Hello, church family. Today is Thursday, June 25th, and this is our weekly update. Soccer camp is growing great. Our volunteer team is doing a fantastic job. The kids are having a great time. We have lots of parents showing up for the games, and we're teaching the good news of Jesus each night through lessons and songs. And so thanks to everyone who is serving, thanks to everyone who's contributed to soccer camp, and for everybody who's praying. Be praying specifically for tonight as we continue to share the gospel, that hearts would be open. Tomorrow night we'll meet with the parents at the end of the night. Pray for tomorrow night's weather. It looks a little iffy right now, so pray that God would just open up the skies and that it would be clear and we wouldn't have an issue with rain tomorrow. Well, this year we're working to memorize John 15, 1 to 12. Verse 1 begins by saying, I am the true vine, and my Father is the vine dresser. Every branch in me that does not bear fruit, he takes away. And every branch that does bear fruit, he prunes, that it may bear more fruit. Already you are clean because of the word I have spoken to you. Abide in me, and I in you. As the branch cannot bear fruit by itself unless it abides in the vine, neither can you unless you abide in me. I am the vine, you are the branches. Whoever abides in me and I in him, he it is that bears much fruit. For apart from me, you can do nothing. And our verse for this month, verse 6. If anyone does not abide in me, he is thrown away like a branch and withers. And the branches are gathered and thrown into the fire and burned. Again, reminder that we always depend on Jesus, that he is our life, and that we need to stay attached to him, lovingly dependent on him, so we can bear much fruit. Well, this week we have several birthdays. Tomorrow, on the 26th, is Reed Fowdy, Emerson Osborne's. The 28th is Margaret Hutchison's. The 29th, Rhonda Records and Bailey Remenders. And then the 30th is Chris Taylor's. Then the 27th, Alice and Bryant Moore have an anniversary. On the 29th, Brad and Carolyn Miller do also. So happy birthday, happy anniversary to all of you. Also, if you still have baby bottles for the Women's Resource Center, please get those returned as soon as possible. We'd like to get those returned to the center so we can just continue to support the great work of the Women's Resource Center. Lunch at the Beef House to celebrate June birthdays and anniversaries is tomorrow, Friday, June 26th. Please contact Kay Lamb to let her know if you plan to attend. Everyone is welcome. I want to encourage you to be adding to your calendar Friday and Saturday, August 7th and 8th. It's a training session that we're going to have to help equip you to engage those in your circle of influence with the good news of Jesus. We want to grow as a church to help more and more people know, love, and live for Jesus. And this will be a strategy just to help us to how do we just regularly engage, pray for, have interaction with, build relationships with the people around us that God's put around us to be here in the gospel. Also, if you're interested in missions or learning more about how we can become a church that raises up, equips, and sends individuals into the missions and the vocational ministry, we'd like for you to join us on Saturday morning, August 1st, for a training workshop. David Levy with ABWE will be here to lead that event. Contact me, contact the church office you're interested. We'll have more information on both of these events coming up in the church bulletin. Also, I have a book that I want to recommend to you today. I left it on my desk. It's called Delighting in the Trinity. A great resource, Delighting in the Trinity. It helps us to understand Jesus and who he is, how he relates to the Father, the Son, how all three of them are always at work for our good, for God's purposes. Just a wonderful book to sharpen your thinking and understanding of who our God is. Again, it's called Delighting in the Trinity. Well, coming up Sunday, we're going to talk about your greatest treasure. What do you value most? What orients your life? On Sunday morning, we're going to focus on your treasure. We'll open our Bibles to Colossians chapter 1, verses 15 to 23, to see that Jesus is the greatest treasure, that we can receive him, and then how treasuring him reshapes all of our life. And along those lines, our verse of the day comes from Matthew 13:44. It says, the kingdom of heaven is like a treasure hidden in a field, in which a man found and covered it up, and then with joy he sells all that he has and buys that field. Jesus is a great treasure, worthy of everything that we have. And so, church family, look forward to seeing you on Sunday. Continue to pray for soccer camp. Have a great rest of the week, and may God bless you.